got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers, the mission.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-Piece TCG, big TCG, and 2D. I'm coming at you with that Mars C. Oh, that's right. That's right. So, smash that like button, finger pop to subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in them comments, let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. Now, real quick, gang, I just wanted to, well, just fill you in, man. I've had a lot going on, so the uploads have been a little infrequent, and you know, this has been the first Thanksgiving without my grandfather on my mother's side, so that was a big deal. And we celebrated that on Saturday. I was working a 48. I worked on Thanksgiving, you know, so it's been a little hectic, a lot of family stuff. And then also I realized, well, damn, like, don't I have a couple hours a day? Well, the couple hours I've had every day has been going to training for regionals. Now, normally I would make videos of that, but nobody, in my mind, nobody cares about high elo matches with Rob Lucci. And so, yeah, I find myself spending all the time then doing that, and then, you know, then it's time to work out. It's time to go, you know, do what I got to do, right? So that has been the explanation for the lack thereof, and that has helped me out, because I'm like, why do I not have time for videos all of a sudden? But good news is, after Dallas this weekend, I will be solely focused on OP09, and that's all anybody cares about anyways, right? So we're gonna be, you know, big Ploofy action, big purple Luffy, big red purple Luffy, big Shanks. We're gonna be in all that jazz, you know what I mean? I might even take Blackbeard out for a whirl or twirl. So anyways, but today it's all about my boy Win-Win Situation, dog. He's been messing with Marco for some time, and I've had, you know, some things to say and some things to show about it. So here's my take. Well, this list is just a tech off of it's obviously been made famous by, you know, Steak Frank, right? It's probably close to Eggman's you know, what, X1 finish, which was incredible. I don't know why One Piece Top Decks doesn't have that. I wasn't able to find his, so I just went and took the one that was, you know, 5-0, that kind of represented the same ideas. I would make a few changes, but when I'm tech decking, the whole point of tech decking, it isn't to, like, you know, people are like, oh, you're just lazy. Yeah, no, but it's this is how it runs. This is how it's been proven to run optimally, at least in a, you know, 10-round tournament setting, right? It's been proven to run like this. So I play it. I see what works for me and my play style. I see how it's supposed to be played. I see the ideas. I take the themes and the ideas, right? And then I put my own spice to it, right? So off the rip, when I look at this list, I'm like, yo, do we need 4 of these? I would rather go down 1 and go up, you know, to 3 Rayleigh, so I can see Rayleigh more often. Rayleigh's a huge impactful card into Doflamingo. You know, this one is also, right? So that would be 1. I see 2 puddings. Some people like 3. I would like to explore whether they like 3. Yeah, I know I can get by on 2. This is a huge card into Black Yellow Luffy. 2 events. These are huge into Black Yellow Luffy and Como se dice, Dofi as well. They're just good into anybody that runs 6s. I'm loving this. I'm loving this right here. And Atmos is just, I guess, search fodder for Izo. One thing is, we'll see how much we use this searcher, because we don't want to bottom deck any of these. But yeah, so your plays are going to early game, and I'm going to play it out for you. You know me, I'm going to take care of you guys. But yeah, if we go second, we like going second because we're able to, on our second turn, if we open up with these, or we're able to search into these or find these, you know, not search, because, yeah, I was gonna say, bro, that would be sick. Not search, because we can't really search, but you know what I'm saying. Opening hand, mulligan, taking a life, using a leader's ability twice. You know, we can find ourselves a Duval and Emporio combo. That's like super high roll. It feels amazing. And then we would put that up, play out Ivan, swing for 6, play out Ivankov, get that stack, You get what I'm saying? And that play right there. But outside of that, everything else is pretty. It's a pretty Whitebeard package, so I could support the Ezo right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into some matches for you guys, and I can tell you pretty damn good, but I can always show you better. So with that being said, let's get into these matches, shall we? All right, we're at 1.5 speed. I'm gonna take one, and I'm probably gonna bottom deck that. Yeah, we send that to the bottom. So one thing to remember when you're playing Marco, I didn't get to talk too much about the leader. However, when you're cycling, that's exactly what you're doing. You're cycling. Like I would say 9 times out of 10, you are going to draw a card and you're going to put something from your hand at the bottom of the deck almost every time. The only exception, that 1 out of 10 times, is when you're setting up your Emporio Ivankov or when you're setting up your Sanji. Outside of that, just put everything to bikini bottom, dog. It doesn't need to be in your hand. That's the whole point of having this leader, is continuously cycling and setting up your next play. So right here, we can do that. We don't need 3 2Ks, right? So put them at the bottom. I draw another card, and I don't need an Otama. I'm gonna put that at the bottom. Swing 6, and now I've just gone through 4 cards just like that to set up my next plays. So that kind of shows you how fast we're moving through our deck, and we're not decking out, we're just bottom decking. So we can do this frivolously. We do this as much as we want. Swinging 8 and then placing a 6. Okay, so normally this is like threatening, right? This really sucks, but they don't have any blockers out, and because of our ability, we can draw one. I would bottom deck a 2K. Yeah, get rid of that Thatch. Dispatch the Thatch. And yeah, there we go. And -2 there. Now it's 4. Add another Dawn, because all we want to play is Emporio Ivankov. Can't do nothing with it. Whatever. Now we swing that, and look, 7 into 4. They got 4 cards. I don't think they're gonna take that. You know what I mean? So now they're gonna go onto their 6 Dawn turn. Let's see what they got for us. And I'm just highlighting cards. I'm just like, ooh, this into this into this, and how much Dawn. Okay, so now they do Boa Hancock, and Boa Hancock's gonna enable them to do their ability now, which sucks for us. And this is why they'll choose to go second. You see a Boa Hancock, you can start high rolling, right? Okay, so they're gonna swing 7 at our face, I would assume. And well, yeah. They're going to swing 7 at our face, and then we're going to see if they were able to stack the top of their deck. Oh, well, they did that with little homeboy right there, which I'm actually surprised they're going to swing with that little bastard, because they should know I'm going to get rid of his bitch ass immediately. He is a fucking dick rider, dude. So I actually block out of this one. I don't know why. And then I take that one. Well, I can block that one also. If we don't want to go down to 3, we can block, yeah. And then from the outside looking in, I would go ahead and say I'm going to Raging Tiger those 2 Boas. Yeah, get that out of here. We swing with Ivankov. We gain another card. It's 4-3. You got to give me a 2K, and you do. Now I swing 2K over, and that's it. Bro, like, this is why I would play Marco at regionals this fucking weekend with limited experience, because God bless, dude. Right, but right now I know that I'm playing in a happy space, versus super high Lucci elo ranked matches and stuff, because dude, I get now why Eggman is on the Eggman meta reports. All these top decks, the top 10 decks, they'll have like 51, 50, 49% win rate. And I'm like, outside the club, I was like, oh, that's fucking terrible. Why would you? No, I get it now, because every time you play somebody, they're in the top 3, top 2, top 100, just like you are. And it really does come down to who sees their matchup, and then who sees the better, who draws better, because nobody's making mistakes. And you know, everyone's got a little bit of spice here and there, you know what I mean? So there's little nuances, but it's fucking nuts. So maybe I love Marco here, but if I were to take Marco on high elo, I'd fucking hate him. So I don't know. Anyways, they developed, they put Emporio back in my hand. Let's see, we sent a card to the bottom, and we've got Rayleigh. It's Rayleigh time, dog. And so that's gonna get popped. That was a misclick. Yes, that was a fucking misclick. God bless. Playing on your phone, play on your phone at your own fucking peril. Dude, I could have popped him and swung into him, and they would have been out. They would have been out 2 attackers. There would be no attackers on the board right now. This game is being played in protest. I can't even believe I'm playing it back for you guys. It's crazy. But anyhow, let's see. So they reveal another off the wall law. However, that little motherfucker ain't gonna help you here, because you ain't getting rid of Rayleigh. And next turn, if I played Rayleigh this turn, next turn I got Sanji. I got Sanji for that ass. So we're gonna see what he got for me. Wouldn't that be crazy if I did a Sanji Emporio into a Duval? That'd be pretty nuts. Okay, so they're swinging 7 at me, and they have them on there, and they're gonna just put a 2K back in their hand. Oh, they put a stack back in their hand. Okay, well, they don't have a 2K yet, so they put a little Perona stack back in their hand, and we're gonna go ahead and counter out of that. Okay, they put that. They can't get rid of him still, so we like that. We could Josu their Josu, which would be Notsu. And that little law is going to get kicked. Like, there's no way that law is going to stay alive. So let's see what we do. Oh, well, we got Newgate as well. We could put Newgate on top. Yeah, we put Newgate on top minus Josu. Play that, and you can guess where Homeboy is going to go. And now we got 7. Yeah, so swinging 7 into Law. Law's probably going to get out of here. I said Law's going to get out of here? Man, dog, these Dofi... Oh, okay, I was going to say, these Dofi players will give you their whole hand to save anything. Okay, so now look at our board. Look at their board. They got the hand advantage, but God bless. You know what I'm saying? We got the same amount of life, and it's going to take all the King's horses and all the King's Dawn to swing into my board. Until they play a fucking bitch-ass Kaido. So you could argue we're on the clock now, because they got the biggest stick in the game. However, we do have Dragon. We are going to have multiple swings at 9. So all they can do is swing 5 and 5 into us. And at this point, I'm like, I'm good. Oh, I forgot they can swing 7. Okay, give them that. And then let's see. We take the 7. That's all we can do. And we get an ace. So at this juncture, I'm thinking, let's go ahead and play that dragon, right? Well, let's do that always. You always do that because you might draw into a Sanji. Then you can put your dragon back and do whatever you want. But we got to address threats. We got 3K in counter. So we know that we're going to make it through because we can KO that. Then we can swing the rest into their life. But anyhow, we start swinging with 9. And the reason why we swing with 9 is there's no Dawn investment in that. And we know that they can't bottom deck anything. So we're going to play with that. We're going to swing with that. Then we're going to swing with the other ones. Now, because I'm thinking of Monkey Dragon, I probably would have, swung with something else. But anyhow, we'll see. We'll see. So we're going to see what they get from us here. They give it to us. We swing an 8. And now we can swing another 9. Yeah, after this, we can swing another 9. So we're getting cards out of that hand. And let's see. Yeah, don't do that yet, dog. You're good. We're going to create a too little, too late situation for him. Oh, Betsy, Wetsy. What are we doing? Okay. We said, fuck your board, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, okay. So check that out. man, when I'm in the zone, I like watching here. I just feel like I feel like a fan. So we decided to get rid of that. So no more shenanigans there. We decided to attach the Dawn here, swing 9 into 3, so you don't get to have a 5k swinger next turn. And then we swung 9 here, so you've got 1 life after this. I mean, they could have countered out, but now they got 1 life. They've got 1 attacker that can, without Dawn investment, swing into our guys. Anything else, they're just almost not going to be able to swing into us. And even if they do accomplish that, we're immediately going to be able to counter out with 1 or 2 cards. We've got a rush in our hands. This game is just sewed the fuck up, dude. Sewed up. Okay. Bottom deck, I guess bottom deck them, I guess. Okay, they bottom deck the Newgate to prevent any more popping of their guys for free. No doubt this got to be a blocker. It's not a blocker. Okay, I'm checking. They ain't even got blockers in the trash. I don't know what that's about. We're going to go ahead and counter out here because we can't counter out of the Kaido block for our bigs anyways. So there's no point in taking a life here. If we get to 0, we very well will lose this match. Okay, so now they do that. And now we kind of understand why they did that, because had they not, we could have popped something and whatever. So we swing 9, and if they didn't have it last time, I'm doubting they have it this time. They have it, they just didn't want to give it. Oh, yeah, GG is right. Yeah. LOL. What the F? I want to see what that hand was. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, they could have blocked out of that, and then I would have swung another 9, and that would have been it, because they would have had 8 to 9, and then I would have just swung again. So I had it either way. But yeah, so there's an example into Doferstun. So let's go to the next. Okay, more blue for you. More blue for that ass. We go ahead, and this was our opening hand. We chose to go second. And this ain't bad, but I guess we just wanted to see our bigs earlier. You know, tis what it is. So we're definitely going to have our Sanjis on point and ready to roll. You know, Nami actually placed recently and the Sang Sang and the Lucci list top 8, which is fucking wild to hear. So while we're still in 8.5, but anyhow, so we're gonna go ahead, and I think we're gonna bottom deck something. We can bottom deck that. We should have bottom decked that 2K, but yeah, okay. I guess with Josu, we're not trying to put anything back in their hand anyhow. Definitely ain't gonna put a Kaya back in their hand. So maybe that was the line of thinking there. So now we're going to set up our Emporio Ivankov play. Put that there. Cool. I'm going to play out Ivankov. Or we'll swing first. See what they do. Now, let me make sure I'm recording so I don't... Yeah, okay, good. When we are swinging... Or excuse me, when we're going against Nami... I lost my train of thought. I could have put that pudding back in my hand. When we're going against Nami, they'll tell you, you know, if they got all their Dawn up, don't swing. And I feel that, I understand that. The thing is that with Nami, you got to check how many cards they have in their hand, how many Dawn they have up, right? If they need both to be a threat for their engine to work. If they have 3 cards in hand and fucking 10 Dawn up, fucking swing, dude. Make them use all 3 fucking cards and then start hitting life. If they've got 10 cards in hand, they got 2 Dawn, fucking swing, dude. Make them use that 2 Dawn and then start hitting life. You see what I'm saying? So right now we're just swinging to draw, which we did, and then put that pressure, get them to use cards now. When it's less threatening, we know that we're going to be able to put Newgate out there. We're going to be able to KO any Kaya he gets going. And yeah, so we know we're going to be good on that front. And then we also have Pudding. So if they start amassing a large quantity of cards in their hand, yeah, I said that right. We can play pudding and we can put these back in the deck. You know what I'm saying? So all that draw 2, draw 3 bullshit, well, it doesn't matter anymore. Now you got to start over. So pudding is a huge card in Tanami as well. And then it can mitigate that. It can mitigate that big hand. It can make it so much lower. Okay, so back to the situation at hand. We have 7 cards, so Emporio Ivankov will not be a draw, but it's still gonna swing 5, and we're just constant pressure, swinging 6. They're at 6 now, right? So, and this is the other thing too. All the white snakes are getting out right now. There's so many cards that they would probably rather save for big swings. They would much more prefer us to allow them to play their game. But right now we're just give me a card, give me a card, give me a card, give me a card. Boy, and did they give me all the fucking cards. Okay, so now they're down to 3. And we can you can take that pudding back to your hand, dog. Put the pudding back in your hand. Pudding doesn't do anything on field. Please put the pudding in your hand. God bless. Anyways, so they swing 7 there. Give them that 2K. Could have been that pudding. And now they got some Dawn, but they only got 4 cards, right? And we've got multiple eligible bachelors just ready to fucking swing. So what are we gonna do here? I'm full powered, so there's a good chance that I put something on the top. I didn't. Okay, I don't know what the fuck I did. We're swinging 6. We drew a card, which is fucking awesome. God bless every time you fucking swing. 6 is not a low amount of cards either. Okay, so we're swinging 6 again. Look, they got all the Dawn. They ain't got no cards. Now they start taking life. Swing 7 in this bitch. 7 in that ass. They got all the Dawn. They got the snake dance and no Kaya to put back in their hand. We love to see it. Swinging 8, swinging 9, looking mighty fine. Put that pudding back in your hand. You play over that pudding, we're gonna have some fucking problems. All right. So reveal and draw the love beam. Here comes the Kaya. Dick Rider expression. You know what? I'm glad I couldn't finish that because you're not supposed to finish that. Kaya is just a bad girl. No, don't say that either. Just don't. Kaya is not a card you want to see played by your opposition. There. Okay, so we can just put that there, and now we can, we can Sanji and play him over there. Emporio Ivankov has done their tour of duty. So now it's 6, 6, 8, and 9. And I just don't see a world where they survive this. Okay, yeah, see what I'm talking about? Now we're just swinging right there. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Glorious. The things I have to do to beat Nami with Lucci, dog. Crazy. So now we just swing 8, and they need 2K. They don't have a 2K. Swing 9. They need fucking 4K. They don't have it. And that's going to be the game. That's going to be the game. There's no way. I don't know. Yeah, they got 21 cards still in the deck. What had happened, dog? Oh, look at that. But again, you have got 6 swings. 6 big boy swings. I mean, 3 here's 9, 4 here's 9, and we got some left over, okay? So, yeah, like, there's no way in hell you're making it out of this. Chat, comment down below if there's a way you're making out of this. Chat, comment down below if there's a way in hell you're making out of this. Out of this. Okay, so they did that. Now we're just swinging 9s. I mean, you can block out a 2 more 9s with your whatchamacallits. Yo, maybe you can block out another one. But yeah, they did have the love beam. Now we just said enough of the funny business. What am I doing? I'm swinging 17. Get him out of here. GG's. That's right. Let's go to the next one. Okay. It looks like we just kind of jumped into this one. Okay, this is my second turn, or their second turn. And okay. So all that happened there was they were swinging at me. I don't know. And I gave them It swung at me and I gave him a counter. Okay, cool. So now I got the Duval play set up. Okay, dope. We're not gonna swing at him. That's not gonna happen. But what we can do, and they're at 4 life. So the only way they KO with that Kuzan is if they're at 2 life and then they play Rocket Luffy. Doesn't look like that's gonna be able to happen. Not this turn. So we play this card out. We get another blocker established. We get to, well, this could go on top or bottom. I wouldn't be mad either way. I could see it going to bottom because we don't, well, man, I can see why I'm thinking about this so much. And am I at 1.5 speed? Not even. Okay, so we decided to put it at the bottom. And the only thing I can say about that is that we already have pieces that we want. We already have our 9K pieces. And so at this point, we're probably just looking for different cards. I know that I would like more blockers. I would like more I would like more 2Ks. I would like more of that because as of right now, we're situated. So at this point, all we're doing from here on out, it's tough to take those. You might want to block because when we take it, the thing is that from here on out, all we're doing is starving until we get to the later rounds, and then we're establishing our bigs, and then we're going cray. So I took one, I blocked the other one. I'm happy about that, and I'm happy. If we can keep it like this, I'm happy. We're gonna be able to play this out. Oh my goodness gracious! Nice. We sent a card to the bottom. We sent Atmos to the bottom. We can swing into this. We don't even need to use Newgate's ability. Gone. God bless. It feels so good. Is this what Eggman was feeling? Like when you just, everything just works? I might try this deck today. I don't know where the fuck I'd get all the Emporio Ivankovs from. I didn't even buy that fucking card. I should have. Maybe I did. I know I bought all the old ones because for a while I was going to make a blue Luffy deck. I take this as well. Okay. Am I going to do it to him? I do it to him. Maliki. Turn that sideways. Get that out of there. Oh, and we get the Emporio Ivankov play. God bless. I'm cooking. That's the pan. I'm not jerking anybody off. Okay. That's perfect. Put Ivankov in front. We already got all the bigs we need. So put Ivankov in front, and then you're just able to play him out next round. Yeah, daddy, yeah. I'm almost ready to start fucking swinging at this boy, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't make any promises. We got 3 fucking blockers just begging to be used. I'm gonna swing. We're gonna swing. God bless. I mean, biggest mistake of our lives? Let's find out. Biggest mistake of our lives. So this would have been a great time to have that Rayleigh, but of course we wouldn't find ourselves in the wonderful position we're in right now, because that Rayleigh would get rid of that Luffy immediately. Okay, we've got a blocker. Swinging 9, get him out of here. Swinging 5, fucking get him out of here. Yeah. Block. We're not taking 5s. And the thing with Luffy, when you're going against Luffy, you're starving, and then you're starving, and you are developing, and you're blocking out of his early attacks for 5 and 6s as best you can without destroying your strategy with cards in hand, because sometimes you need the cards more played than you do as a counter. Because anyhow, you starve, you block or counter out early, because right now he's swinging 5s, then he starts swinging 9s, and we're really fucked, right? So anyhow, we know we got this play, but right now I think we got bigger fish to fry. We gotta put somebody big on this bitch. Yeah. So we do that because the Newgate is gonna get rid of that blocker. Oh, that Newgate's gonna get rid of that blocker, and then we can swing here and here and here. This is gonna draw us a card. Yeah. Give it here. Give it there. Yeah. Do it. Give it to Ivankov so he's an eligible bachelor. I'm no fun. All right, so turn him sideways, KO that. That's right. Well, I swing, I draw a card. Okay. Oh, now I got 2 swings into the gecko. That's just as good with me. That's just as good with me. Yeah. I forgot what the point was. So the point of doing this is that now he wants to keep this gecko alive, but this gecko is discounted. It's at 7. It's on sale, baby. We're swinging into it. So you just gave me 1 card. Now you're going to have to give me 2 cards or a 2K. And those 2Ks are used to get that fucking life out. So I doubt you give me a 2K. You give me 2 sabos. Okay. So now you've got 3 fucking cards. You've got to use 2 of them. Well, 1 of them at least. Okay, they use both. I'm surprised they didn't just monkey Luffy and save that one, but I understand. I got him in the woes of combat. Okay. So now you have to have those pieces. No, I think they screwed the pooch. There's no way you got a little. Yeah, there's no way you had that. Okay. Yeah, no, this game's cooked. This game is cooked. The boy is mine. Okay, so they're swinging 8 where? Swinging 8 at life. We take. Okay. We gotta block some of this shit. Maybe we counter out of... No, we can't. We can. We do have the counter. We got 10 counter. Regardless, I don't think they make it out of here alive. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and counter out of this one. And then they swing the next thing, and we're going to give them a blocker for sure. Right? Yeah, okay, now they're at 7. And that's a big fucking deal. Because 7 is not where it's at. I don't think I need to invest 9 in a Sanji play as much as I could just put the Dawn into the cards already on the field. They concede, they disconnect. No GGs were exchanged. So let's take a gander at what the mountain they were about to try to climb. So we swung 9. They would be giving me either the blocker or the 2 and the 1, right? So let's say they gave me the 2 and the 1. So now they've got a 2K left, and that's it. And then I put 1 Dawn here, and I swing. And now they got to take, or they got to block. I put another 1. And that's the game. You see what I'm saying? So, like, there's a couple creative things they could have done, but ultimately, I would have just bested them. I could have even just swung 9, got that out, 8, and then played out the Sanji, gave Dragon. You know what I mean? I could have just gone crazy, so it just wouldn't have mattered either way. That's Luffy. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we got the purple Luffy, our brethren. Okay, so I see this. They chose to go first, and I keep because I've got all the pieces. When you're going second and you see that you've got a Duval, you can do the Emporio Ivankov play on curve, dude. It feels so good. God. Okay. So, yes, 6K there. We're not going to take any hits. There's no reason to take any hits. This card has not showed up for me whatsoever. I have not used this card once. I wish it was a 2K or 2 cost, and instead of giving you 2K, give you 1K, and I would be able to use it off of Ivankov, and I could settle out of court for that. Anyhow, we're taking that Dawn, we're drawing, we're putting a card on top, and we're swinging 6. They're gonna have to give me a 2K. Okay. Now, before, this has been a rush down for us. It's been really hard for us to deal with. But when you got this play, oh my gosh, get that to the bottom. Yeah, we're putting that on the bottom. Those are all the cards that I just don't care about. They could probably be very important cards, but like I just don't give a shit. Yeah, we can give them a Joseph. No, we can give them an ace, right? Yeah, give them an ace. Ace to, then we go ace to the face. How you like them apples? All right, so what they got for 6? They probably put a blocker, or oh, they do got 7. They didn't use the leader's ability. Okay, so we have a Luffy Toro play incoming. We're gonna take this one, and we don't have Luffy Toro. We got Eustace Captain Kid. Very interesting. Okay, so with this, I'm at 6. Now I can take the top life, or top life. I can take the top card cycle, play out ace, and then I get to minus homeboy down to 4, swing into him with Ivankov, draw a card, and then swing with ace and Marco. Like, creme de la Edgar, dog. Let's see what I do though. Let's see what I do. Okay, take that. We're putting Newgate at the bottom. We're putting Newgate at the bottom. That's 3 Newgates. We don't need that many Newgates. Yes, put him to the bottom. Bottom deck. Bottom to Newgate. Okay. So now I would say let's swing with Imperial first. Yes. We get to draw a card. Another Newgate. I remember this. I remember this game because I had bottom decked the Newgate and it went away. Then it went right back. And I was later on, I'm like, I thought I bottom decked the Newgate. And I'm checking. And I spent a little while thinking like, what the fuck did I do to myself? Did I fuck myself up? So they block out of the first one with a Gum Jet Gatling. And they block out of the next one too? Holy shit, they used 4 cards to keep that card alive. Did I ever return that call? That's another. I returned the call, of course. Okay, so what are we doing? They lose a life and they draw a Dawn? I don't like that. I don't think they should have done that. Okay, so swing 8, and then they played a blocker. Now they're gonna get to swing again with 6, again with 6, and they do have 5. It looks like they're running this kind of build, which, you know, another great one. But you know how I get down. I'm not even running these guys no more, so it's hard to tell what they're gonna do. I would, if I were them, I'd definitely get rid of that Ivankov. That motherfucker's giving me some value. They go 10 here. You got it, dog. I ain't keeping that motherfucker around. And at this point, I'm looking pretty darn good on Dawn. Or excuse me, on Dawn. I'm looking good on, yeah, we're at 8. I can swing here. I can minus that, because that's going to be what continues to give them value. What did I send to the bottom? I sent another Newgate to the bottom. Yeah, because I don't need, again, I saw all 4 of my Newgates. Use that, put them sideways. Boom. Now I can swing. Oh, am I going to get a little saucy in my pants? Am I going to get a little saucy pants? I think I'm going to get a little saucy pants, because that's -2. Bring that down to 4, swing 2 over it, and now they'd have to give me 2 more of their 5 cards. Let's see what they do. I had to take a life for that, but I got another 2K. But I had to take a life for that. Let's see what they do. Boy, I'm putting myself in the deal of a pickle though if they block out. Oh, of course they give me 2Ks. Cotton candy, cotton. All right, so now they can 3-shot me for the win. I do have a plethora of counter. I don't think they can do it. Well, because they just give me 1, and then if they want to kill me, it's gonna take a lot. They go for the Luffy Toro route. No blocker, no drinks, can't do it. And now they will still be able to swing big. So they get to swing 7 there. I can give them a 2K and a 1K. I gotta block out of what I can at this juncture, because boy, oh boy, am I gonna get the business if I don't. Okay, swinging 8 there. I'm not letting you have that. Not letting you have that at all. If you swing 8 there again, oh, I know you wanted that one. Okay, so now we're 2 shots away. We know we can math them out at this point. 10. The most they can give us is 10. So I can do 10 there, and then swing the rest with Marco, and the day is saved thanks to the Powerpuff Girls. And that's another 13. And had they not given me all that to keep them alive, well, then they wouldn't have had the pressure, but they would have definitely been able to block out of that. They would have been able to block out of that, one of them at least. And then, you know, and if they were to block out of that, then who knows? Who knows? They would have had another swing at everything, and we would have been a little in the deal of a pickle. But anyhow, c'est la vie. Got one more for you in this master class for the low price of $3.99. All right, gang, you guessed it. We're going into the meta. We've been in the meta all day actually, but now we're gonna go ahead and play against homeboy himself. Let's see what we get. So they chose to go second. We're going first. We've got a great opening hand. The reason why I value this opening hand so much is because we like the idea of being able to just draw cards. We're not searching with this deck. We're just drawing with this deck. And so being able to set the Duval up is going to help us out. Setting up the Ivankov is going to help us out. So yeah, we choose to do this. Actually, we put that at the bottom. Yeah, we already have that. We're going to draw that, put that to the bottom. Okay, so we're seeing it swinging 6. Cool. And now our next play is going to be playing Ivankov. Well, we're going to draw first. We're going to figure out what we have, play Ivankov, and just draw something. So we'll figure something out. Okay, we get a 2K. Are we going to get busted? That's the question. Do they have Brook? Brook is really good against us because it gets rid of all the little shenanigans we get going on here. And we do get brooked it. Okay, so now we draw into a Rayleigh. We love to see it. We love to see that. Put that on top. Oh boy. And then we can't swing 7. We can swing 7 in the face because we can swing into Brook, but either way the Rebecca's gonna activate. So yeah, I figured that much. Put that at the bottom. Get all that. Look, 3 2Ks at the bottom. That lets us know how many 2Ks we could have coming out of life, right? But yeah, we don't need that right now. So we are at 5. We're gonna be at 7 next turn, and we will be looking to play out this and maybe into this, and so we got our next lines of play set up. We could take that, but I don't know if we want to take that. Yeah, we get that block out there now because they already minused it down. Their next swing with Brook was going to get rid of it anyways. You got to keep track of that kind of stuff. They did get rid of an Ice Age. We like to see that they're trashing Ice Ages and or using Ice Ages on what we would rather them use than our bigs. So they pull a Lucci and they pull a Khalif. They swing 7. They get rid of that too. Did they play a Ice Age? They did Ice Age Emporio Ivankov. We'd love to see that. They are 3 Ice Ages down, and we are down to clown. Okay, so we're gonna play this out. We don't need another new gate. I don't think we need another one. This Rayleigh is an automatic counter to Jack. Automatic, systematic. We put Emporio Ivankov to the bottom. We swing 6 there. That's that. I would have been comfortable swinging 6 to face and turning them sideways because we have the counter to counter out. And if they wanted to spend anything swinging at this guy, they're gonna have to spend 3, and that means there's no nothing. There's no development. So instead of getting any value out of them and getting the swing to face, we got no value out of them, and it's looking like we're gonna get KO'd. Yeah, that was tough. So in that situation, I would have definitely. Let me just rewind it for you guys so you can visually see. I'm a visual, hands-on learner myself. So right there, swing 6 here, swing 6 here, and get what you get. Turn him sideways. And then you get to KO him, and now they would have had to come out of cards or give me a card kind of deal. So yeah, he's gone. Now we get to play a Rayleigh, or we can bottom deck. I'm gonna want to check and see, and it looked like he did have a Lucci there. I'm at 1.5 speed, so everything's got to be. So they already have a Lucci, so bottom decking the Lucci isn't going to be that big of a deal. They already have a Rebecca. Bottom decking Rebecca in the future isn't going to be a big deal unless that's the only Rebecca they have. So what are we going to do here? We put, what did I put to the bottom? Oh, I put the little bitch ass, this guy. Yeah, I knew that. Okay, so do that. And couple things I could do. I could play out Rayleigh now. I guess that's what I choose to do. Get rid of those. There's no eligible bachelors anymore. Swing 6, get the 2K. That's the 2K I could have got last round. I'll never forget it. That's how Mo City works. Now we're going to see what they got for us. So they're at 10 Dawn. The world is their oyster. They've got 6 cards in hand for life. By all counts, we're not doing the best right now. Because once they start playing their bigs, we can get rid of a... okay, so they're swinging 1. Oh, they got rid of their 4th Ice Age. No more Ice Ages for the rest of the game. Even if they bottom deck them, it's going to take the world for them to see them. I take this one. I take that hit. I'm getting stingy with my 2K counters. So I can't address that Gecko Moria. That's what sucks for me. And right here, I know they're going through the motions because you can't do anything about that. Yeah, you're just going through the motions. You're going to play something over. I would play it over Helmeppo personally. Okay, so what they just wanted to do was get a Rebecca out there, or excuse me, get a Hina out there. Okay, so with this, at this juncture, I can do that. Yeah. And then we can minus the Gecko 3 because that's going to make him easier to deal with. Get rid of that card. Now we're swinging 6 into life. You got to give it to me. I mean, you got to give me a 2K because I'm going to give you 8. We're going to get rid of that Rebecca. Yeah, that Rebecca's gone. So now we're swinging 8, and I do think they take this life. Okay, cool. Now, what's surprising about that is that, yeah, that could be kind of a tell if they didn't just 2K and then block with the Rebecca, because I had no more Dawn up. I wasn't going to do anything else. I would have 2K'd out of that 6K swing, and then I would have Rebecca'd out of the 8K swing. But that might tell me that they don't have 2K counters. So they swung 6 at me just now, and I countered out. And I've got some more counter. You know, I've got 4 in counter, or 5 in counter. So, you know, we're good if they want to swing again. Ooh, they swing big this time. We can give them 7 and 8 for sure. Okay. And this is letting me know, for some reason, I don't know why you didn't want to play out a big. They're like going for game. I take because I have the counter. So I bait him into it. And I give him 1 more. Okay. So that was as close as it gets, literally. And here's the count, boys. We've got 10 Dawn, and we need to finish them. We ain't got no blockers. Well, we got this blocker. But, yeah, we swing 9. They take. Ooh. We need every hit to land. And they've got all of this. My only tell is that they didn't take a 2K. So my only tell going into this is that they didn't block out of the 2K that they could have, and they used the Rebecca instead. So here we go. Like, that's the only tell. And they either drew into a 2K here at some point, or they're not going to. So with 9, I can swing 11 and 11. Swing 11. Swing 11. We get Yo, screenshot that ass. That's right. Oh, and that's my time. Going back to that real quick. We swing, and yeah, so I don't know exactly why. Well, it's because they see their hand, they ain't got no counter. And yeah, I would have tried to get rid of one of these. I would have Tempest kicked, and then let me see if I look at their trash. I would have Tempest kicked. I would have played over that damn ass Helmeppo, because Tempest plus Helmeppo, that's 6, and then 7. You could have got rid of this one right here with a Rob Lucci play, because you do have a Lucci in trash. So that would have given you a blocker. That would have gotten rid of this. You would still have 2 life, and you would have a Gecko, another Gecko, right? And so you would have to survive, which you would have a blocker. I would think that you would survive with the amount of counter. You had 10K. You were able to go to 10 and counter. So I would say that was a misplay on their part. And me playing Lucci, big Lucci player, I would have made that out. I would have made it out of that one alive, I feel like. And then if this is my only blocker or whatever, then I would have been able to finish it up. But sometimes you got that hockey. You got the ability of the hockey on you. So anyways, with that, let's go ahead and get to the gist of the list. Hey, well, there you have it, gang. You've made it to the gist of the list. I know this was a long one, but this one's also been a long time coming. Giggity. So getting into it, I think, these were concerns that I had to begin with when I first mentioned it. And this is what I would do in my infinite wisdom after it's all been said and done. I would get rid of that, and I would give me another Swaley. I said another Swaley. There we go. Get another Swaley in that thing. And I don't know about 4 of these. I like 2. I might like 3. To be honest with you, I would really like to find something in place of the Izo. I just never used it, literally ever. And I think with the amount of drawing, I don't know that we need a searcher. I might Frankenstein the shit out of this deck if you give me some time, to be honest with you. That's pretty cool. Because thinking about it, after it's all said and done, this is a good card for counter, right? But I mean, if we want counter, then just run fucking more 2Ks. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I had to put a little edit here because I spent all this fucking time talking about, all the possibilities. I was like, oh, we could play Kaya instead. Why aren't we playing Kaya? But it's like, it's only a cost 2 character card. So no Kaya. And no Izo. That even makes less of a case for Izo. So at this point, at that rate, I would be thinking Jinbei instead of Izo, because I literally never searched, literally never had a problem about not searching. I would play Izo or this card. You may place 1 card. You can bottom deck 1, and then you can draw 1. It's Gordon, it's film, but he also plays into your effect of so if you're at 10 Dawn, you can get rid of a 10K character because you put 1 on Marco, right? You put 1 on him. When attacking, he turns sideways. You minus 2K. You minus 2K, that's 4. Then you minus 3 with this character, that's 7. And then you pop that 3K. So you would get rid of a Dofi Doferston or a Shanks, or you'd get rid of a 10K attacker with this play. And outside of that, I mean, anything less than that as well, you'd get rid of it. If you had this established and you play out Newgate, you could do the same thing. You know what I mean? If you had 8 Dawn, on your 8 Dawn, if you're going even, you could play Newgate. You give him 1. Okay, you still have 1 left over. You give him 1. You use leader's ability. You give somebody -2. You use his ability. You give somebody -2. And now you've just taken a 9 to 5. Then you turn him sideways, and you just got rid of a 9K. So especially if you're playing on curve, nobody's going to have that much damage. So, and this is just giving you another 2K body. Don't get me wrong. I could see a world where you have all your pieces. You got the bigs that you need. You just want to bottom deck these, I don't know. Anyhow, so yeah, that's probably the change I would make. And then this deck would have, what is it? 4, 8, 12, 16 2Ks. That's a beefy boy right there. That's a beefy boy. At that rate, we might even just do this, and we can get rid of 1 more here. Yeah, we could probably just put 2 of these. No, we could get another pudding in the business round. If we wanted a pudding now, we can put a 3rd one there. And, that's 15 2Ks. And if we wanted to get rid of one of these, you know what I'm saying? I would get rid of this one because it serves the least amount of purpose and play a king do, you know, that kind of shit. So there are things I would change about it. But that would be the first one. Go down to 3, keep this at 3. We've seen so many cards, you know what I'm saying? I think we'll be all right. But anyhow, that has been the list. And guys, I thank you for hanging with me. And again, win this one for you and everybody else that's fucking with Marco. This is my entry into the conversation. So do smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in them comments, let me know, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently? This has been Marauder Music with 3-Piece TCG, big TCG, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Flows like a faucet, swag dripping like a faucet. Dooney fixing, got Luffy ambition. King of the rappers, the mission. I see they got the lights, camera, but no action. They actually fiction.